Hi, it's Amory, and I am here with the Amory's Book Club selection for July, which is You Exist Too Much by Zaina Arafat. My experience reading this book was similar to a situation in which I would be with my best friend or one of my closest friends and watching her make a series of bad decisions, one after the other. This story is so immersive. It's so immersive, in fact, it took me a long time to realize that I hadn't even known the narrator's name. Her name is never revealed to the story because we're so firmly planted in her experience. At the same time, I just wanted to sit her aside. I could just pop out of her head and tell her that we needed an intervention. The story is essentially following one Palestinian-American queer girl's journey to self-discovery, love, identity, and ultimately her mother's approval and her mother's love. Her mother is shockingly emotionally abusive. I wondered at times if her mother was just so disappointed and sad about her own life that she would take things out on her daughter, the main character, or if she actually suffers from a mental illness. It may be a little bit of both. The main character is searching for love. She isn't so much searching for her identity because she knows that she's queer. It's more so a coming out or a full coming out to her mother, who refuses to accept that her daughter is queer. The main character goes to a recovery center, a rehab of sorts, and she's told that she has love addiction. Of course, this just really harkens back to the fact that she never got the love that she needed from her mother. Not even just the love that she needed from her mother, but she was really broken down by her mother in many ways. Because of this, she finds herself in terrible relationships, whether it's someone who is emotionally unavailable, someone who is unavailable because of the dynamics of their relationship, someone who is actually unattainable. Whatever kind of bad relationship she can get into, she pretty much finds a way of getting into it. And the one relationship that she has is probably the healthiest. She sabotages. It's so easy to throw up your hands and give up on a character who is essentially walking into one disaster after another. But Zaina Arafat really creates such an intriguing, such a vulnerable character that I think you can't help but root for her along the way. And the relationships are very nuanced. For instance, yes, we do see that her mother is very emotionally abusive, but we also get a peek into her life and why she may be that way. Not to mention the fact that she is a mother, and we're able to see her when the character sees her mother, like for a moment, in a way that isn't defined by her role. So her daughter's able to see her not as a mother or as a wife, but as an individual and see who she really is. And there's that level of empathy that I think added a lot of beauty to the book. So be sure to pick up You Exist Too Much by Zaina Arafat, and we are going to talk to the author on July 29th, so make sure you join in for that. Also, AMERIE'S Go to the website, submit your questions. I'm going to be asking from now on submitted questions during the live chat. You can still talk to the author via the comments, but submitting your question gives you that much more of a chance of the author hearing your question. Also, for those of you who don't have Instagram, Daddy, I'm talking to you. My dad was actually able to watch last month's live chat with Bakari Sellers, but that was because my mom does have an Instagram, although she never, I think that might have been the first time she's logged on in years. So I will be archiving those chats, so you don't have to have an Instagram account to watch. Be sure to follow my personal Instagram account, as well as Amory's Book Club, as well as the hashtags Read with Amory, Amory's Book Club, ABC, and follow along. And I will see you guys on July 29th. Side note, I am having some major cover love. This cover is so gorgeous. I love the colors and the gold, that extra oomph that was placed into the cover. Yes, love it. Cover lust.